It is Tuesday. It is a new day. And yes, you're tuned into Wake Up Nigeria. Yes, now, today isn't just any other day. It's a blank page, and you hold the pen. Exactly. So maybe Monday didn't go as planned, and that's fine. It's okay. You've got 24 fresh hours right in front of you to show up, grow up, and glow up. Now, we are bringing that feel-good energy, that kind that reminds you that, see, small steps still move you forward. So breathe deep, all right? Smile wide and walk into the morning like you own it, because you do. Now, my name is Edgar Ireka. Now, remember that you can stream us live on YouTube at TVC Entertainment, or you can also go on our website, tvcentertainment.tv. Now, don't forget that you can also use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms. Or better, you can download our app from the App Store and iOS Store, Android Store as well. And you can just, join us and you would never miss a moment. Now, let's go straight into the highlights. What we have this morning. Are you guys ready? Because I'm excited already. Okay. Now, we have one of the amazing chefs that we have on the show. His name is Chef YSK. We have YSK. How you doing, YSK? Wow. Take a look at the young, handsome man over there. All right, he's getting ready. But I am also ready to eat whatever he's preparing this morning. I am super excited about that one. I cannot wait to join YSK in the kitchen. All right? Do not miss that one. Now, for a musical performance, we have Ache Tokunbo Yusuf, known as the rap minister. Now, he's a proud Muslim and a voice for the oppressed. Now, he raps to inspire, to educate, and to heal. We cannot wait to have the rap minister drop some bars for us. I cannot wait for that one, because you guys know I love rap, by the way. Yes, I do. All right.
Yusuf, rap minister. Lumsi, Aje, Shilako. Kò easy láti dolówó, ó máa iṣẹ́ kó tó méjì ẹ̀ ní. Kò easy láti dọ́lọ́lá sẹ́, wọ́n á rí gan kó tó méjì ẹ̀.
All right, now Buki Latunji is widely known across digital spaces as Book Chulat. Now, she is a Renaissance visionary, wellness advocate, and leadership mentor dedicated to helping modern professionals, lead more meaningful, well-balanced life. Now, she is discussing career path for women over 35. If you're 35 and older, then this is something you should be watching out for. You cannot wait for this one. I cannot wait as well. And let's have a great time on this one segment. And then on relationship, we're joined by Vera Chikieze, an American board-certified clinical sexuality coach, counselor, coach, and public health advocate. Now, our topic of discuss is, listen to this one, guys. Listen to this one. Things I wish I was told before getting married. Things I wish I was told before getting married. Wow, for those of you that are single, this is an opportunity to really learn a lot, all right? Things I wish I was told before getting married. Wow. Okay. And right after that, on parenting, we're looking at the power of early education with Irene and Nuna. Now, she is the head of schools at Beehive School and an early years educator with nearly 2 decades of experience in nursing and primary education. Nursery and primary education. Wow, we cannot wait for that one as well. It is always important when we get to do education on the show and we get to talk about children and ways to foster education. Wow, it's a packed show, guys. It is a packed show. So guys, look at it. We have music. We have music. We have great conversations coming up very soon. We also have great food in the kitchen. It's going to be an amazing show. I can already tell. I can feel it. I can smell it. It's going to be an amazing show. You guys shouldn't go anywhere. Just stick with us, all right? Stick with us this morning, and let's have a cruise this morning together. We'll be right back after this break. Good morning, Nigeria. My name is Erica Edgar, and this is the news. The airline operators of Nigeria has imposed a no-fly live ban on a passenger, Comfort Emerson, for allegedly assaulting cabin crew of Ibom Air. The association spokesperson Obiora Okonkwo says the ban on Ms. Emerson from flying with any AON Nigeria, either domestically or internationally for life, takes immediate effect. He also says that anyone who exhibits such behavior going forward will suffer similar consequences. Now, part of the statement states, and I quote, this was not just disruptive, it was a sustained violent attack that placed the lives of crew, passengers, and the integrity of the aircraft itself at risk. This behavior is unacceptable, end of quote. Now, Comfort was charged to court and remanded at the Kirikiri Correctional Center in Lagos. This incident occurred days after a Fuji artist, Wasiu Ayinde, popularly known as K1 The Ultimate, was banned by the NCAA for 6 months over unruly behavior at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, last Tuesday. The Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria says the increasing frequency of unruly behavior by some passengers at the airport is unacceptable within the framework of civil aviation and will not be tolerated. FAAN has advised passengers to acquit themselves with the passengers' rights and responsibilities and airlines' obligations as published by the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority and their bylaws. Now, Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development Festus Keyamo has condemned the public release of incident videos footages involving a passenger, Comfort, aboard an Ibom Air flight. In a statement, Mr. Keyamo has described the action as totally unacceptable and directed that the staff member responsible for leaking the sensitive clip be identified and sanctioned. Now, while acknowledging that the footage was originally recorded as evidence to prosecute the passenger's unruly conduct, the minister criticized the circulation of portions showing indecent exposure, saying it amounted to debasing womanhood. Now, bodies of 5 Al Jazeera journalists who were among 7 people killed in an Israeli strike at Gaza City have been laid to rest after funerals were held. Now, the Israeli military says its targeted 28-year-old correspondent, Ansel Sharif, allegedly had served as the head of a terrorist cell in Hamas, but has produced little evidence to support the claim. Now, report says Anas al-Sharif worked for a Hamas media team in Gaza before the current conflict, and some of his social media posts before his death. Now, Al Jazeera called it a targeted assassination and another blatant and premeditated attack on press freedom. Now, the UN condemned their killing as a grave breach of international humanitarian law, while the Committee to Protect Journalists says 186 journalists have now been killed since the start of the Israelis' military offensive in Gaza in October 2023. All right, it is time for some sports updates. Now, Nigeria's home-based Super Eagles are looking to bounce back in their remaining group matches despite starting the 2024 CHAN tournament on a losing note. Now, Promise Efuge reports that the team is training hard for some points at stake. All right. Stars have lost their appeal against being demoted from the Europa League and will now play in the Conference League this season. The Eagles qualified for the Europa League after winning the FA Cup last season, but were punished by UEFA for breaching multi-club ownership rules. Now, American businessman John Textor owned a 43% stake in the club until he sold it in July and is now the majority owner of Lyon, who has also qualified for the Europa League. Now, Palace argued that Textor does not hold any decisive influence at the club, but UEFA did not accept the Premier League side's defense. Now, Palace will face either Norwegian side, Fredrikstad, or Midtjylland of Denmark in the Conference League playoff round later this month. All right, and that is all that we can take this time. The show continues. We'll be right back.
Entertainment to me is a way of life, is a way of escaping, is a way of connecting with people. It's a way of sharing stories and experiencing the very best of the human nature.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
All right. Wow, guys, it is time for some music performances. Now, this is going to blow your mind away because we're about to listen to some amazing rap. Now, we have Ajetunmobi Yusuf, probably known as the rap minister. Now, he's a proud Muslim and a voice for the oppressed. Now, he raps to inspire, to educate, and to heal. We're super excited to have the rap minister with us. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing very well, Mr. Worldwide, International, Edgar, famous. Anything we do, they know if you blame us. We they pray always, so God know if he shame us.
Hey, bars. I'm loving that one. Let me think of a good one. Minister.
Yeah.
Yes. Sinister. I've seen a star.
Like, this is the reason why I'm here on TVC Live. I'm a superstar. Like Ice with the prince, with the crown. This is how I run the town.
My sister.
Okay, boss. Yeah.
All right. I just had to drop some bars quickly. For those that don't know that I rap, I used to do it like way in the back. Now, we are super excited to have you here. And your rap is quite interesting. But let's start with the name. Yeah. All right, the rap minister. Why that name?
Just simply because my name is Yusuf. In the Quran, in the Bible, is Joseph.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, with everything he has been through, he became a minister, rule over a lot of people, and then he's a prophet.
All right. So you say that your rap is used to heal, to help people, and how do you intend to use your rap to do that?
I just want to influence the world in a positive way. Let people to know you can be an artist and stay connected to your maker, and that doesn't mean you are saints, like in all. So we should know how to create the balance between every community that we find ourselves.
Okay, and now you have a song titled Thank God, yes?
Exactly.
All right, let's see this one. Okay, I cannot wait for you to perform and give us a sinister ministry. Perfect. Okay, let me just keep quiet at this point. Then please go ahead and perform.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, you, rap minister, Ajay Shilako. I thank God for the life I'm about to lead. I'm grateful for this holy gift to me. The kind of air and bread I'm taking me. All these people hating don't know what I need. I just wanna be me. I just wanna be loyal, ladies, haters free me. I just wanna praise my Lord. I just wanna thank Allah. Alhamdulillah. I just wanna praise my Lord. I just wanna thank Allah. Alhamdulillah. You ain't gotta worry. You leaving any road, these ain't no funny. You done so many wrong things, boy. You not feeling sorry. Don't be a coward, yeah. Stop acting cunning. Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. Peace be upon us, let us spread your love. We don't mean no harm. All this bad you've been doing, please leave them behind. All your bad thoughts, get it out of your mind. Life is a mystery. Whatever you do today, tomorrow is gonna be history. Walking for the victory. Spread love. I thank God for the life I'm about to lead. I'm grateful for this holy gift to me. The kind of air and bread I'm taking me. All these people ain't don't know what I need. I just wanna be me. I just wanna be loyal, ladies, haters free me. I just wanna praise my Lord. I just wanna thank Allah. Alhamdulillah. I just wanna praise my Lord. I just wanna thank Allah. Alhamdulillah. I thank God. I thank God. I thank God. Thank God. Thank God. I thank God.
This is cool, Mixer.
In a country with over 300 plenty languages, why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa and Igbo when we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam sef and every person wey dey for street. That's why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station wey dey unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show Wetin Dey with your brother, your friend Wale Po.
Everywhere.
So Papa.
Gen Z, you dey chop for this time.
This na Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Aww.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you wetin dey sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it loud.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make younger?
About wahala. Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, we right here. Nobody better than we, right?
How can I whispers be that? Make I just be the last sensible voice
where you go here.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty, erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Argentina, champions of the world!
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m., tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers.
Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Hello and good morning. Welcome to the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. My name is Titi and I'm standing right here with the one, the only Chef YSK.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
You know why I'm hyping him?
Yeah.
Because he's a very important member of our organization, when it comes to the stomach infrastructure,
That is it.
of the average TVC staff, the average, I say average, and not say some people up there. Yeah. Welcome back to the Wake Up Nigeria Kitchen.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. So now we're going to talk about food, right?
Yes.
But I want to hear how you started your kitchen. Was it a family business or you just love food?
No, it's not a family business.
Okay.
So it started like this. Right from onset.
Okay.
I love cooking.
Okay.
So I love being in the kitchen. Like whenever my siblings are feeling like, I don't want to go to the kitchen, they feel tired or feel reluctant to go to the kitchen.
Yeah.
I've always been the one to go to the kitchen and prepare food for everybody to eat. It's always
from
been
childhood.
fun. Yes,
Wow.
cooking. So during my secondary school level, and my brother asked me to go for hotel and catering management. I said no because I wanted to be an accountant. Actually,
Seriously?
I wanted to be an accountant, but I studied it. But as the case may be, at the end of it,
you still started a business. You studied accounting.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
So
yes.
accountant turned chef.
Yes, actually.
Yahaya.
Spicy kitchen.
Spicy kitchen. That's
Yes.
what YSK is all about. Now,
Yes.
those are the ingredients we have right here on the screen. If you have any of those at home, you can actually follow along with us and, maybe even show us some videos. Use our hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC and tag us Wake Up Nigeria TVCE on Instagram and let us see what you're getting up to in your kitchen. Chef YSK,
Yep.
what are you making today?
I'm actually making boiled yam with scrambled eggs.
Boiled yam and scrambled eggs.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So it sounds like a very simple dish, something that we have every weekend in
But
many
spicy.
families. But spicy. So
That
this
is
is Yahaya Spicy Kitchen version
Yes.
of this. Because a lot of ingredients here. Let's go over them now.
I have my sausage right
Yeah,
here. I have my Titus fish.
What's happened to this?
I always
fish?
is boiled, seasoned boiled fish, Titus.
Okay.
So I love using this instead of the can. I always prefer fresh.
Okay.
That is me. Even when I'm doing mamo or otherwise, I prefer fresh.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that is it. So I have my egg here, carbonate pepper, my tomato, onions, then of course my yam.
So this
I have
yam-
a vegetable here, seasoning and salt to taste.
Of course. I'm looking
Yes.
at this yam.
Yeah.
So everything in my being is saying, why is this yam not inside water? So that it doesn't change color. How did you get this yam all sliced up and still looking white and fresh like this?
Yes, it depends on the
type of
yam,
yam?
the type of yam and the
Okay.
state it's from.
Oh.
This is actually called Abuja yam.
Okay.
So it actually gets colored or otherwise.
It doesn't change?
Not at all, not at all.
Wow.
It's only those ones with what's it called? This
What do they call it? Is it water yam you're talking about?
not
No?
water yam, not water yam.
Dry
It's-
yam?
No, the one planted with all this what's it called?
Oh, GMO?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes.
Interesting.
So those ones that can easily go colored or otherwise, but the pure planted ones will not.
Wow.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay. So I've learned something there. We're going to be heading to a break. We've already done a lot of work already.
Yes.
The yam is already cleaned, right?
Yes.
And parboiled.
Not
Not parboiled
just
at all?
washed,
Just
yes.
washed?
Just
wow.
washed,
It looks
yes.
already ready to eat.
No.
So what is the first thing we're going to do?
So what I'm going to do now is to place my yam on the fire.
Yes.
While on the fire, then I go ahead with my sauce.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
So let's go ahead with that, Chef
Thank you.
Yahaya. We have a break to get to right now, but there is still so much more coming your way. It's Wake Up Nigeria. Entertainment is life. That bit of life that makes life bearable, that makes it fun.
And I know that what I do contributes to that because I tell my staff that we are not just designers, we are actually selling joy and happiness. So when we're able to put a smile on somebody's face from the dress they wear, make someone very confident because of what they wear, we've done our job, and I'm sure that's entertainment.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw ether material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Welcome back. Now, I don't know if you see how I'm dressed. The style of this outfit was, one of those styles I saw on an air hostess in an old movie. And it's just one of my dreams was always to, travel the world, and I actually applied to that one from the UAE, that very popular one. I also applied to the one for the US.
So what happened? Because you looked the part.
I wasn't tall enough.
How much taller?
Enough.
They are not tall enough anymore.
I wasn't slim enough. No, but there is a standard, when it comes to flight attendants and all that. And there are a lot of exams you take and all that. And there's some rules you're not supposed to break. And I got that customer service thing down. But it seems like some of those rules don't really go.
They're not applicable
They don't
anymore.
apply here in Nigeria. So I'm just going to start with that. And then I'm just going to say Kwam 2 has been trending.
Yes.
A lot of varied opinions on this particular topic. And I actually assumed it would have died down by now. But for some reason, everybody is still talking about how, you know what, Edgar, let me just leave it. Let me hand it over to you. Take over.
Yes. For those of you that are probably wondering at home what we're talking about, this was an incident that happened yesterday.
Yeah.
A lady was in the plane, and then she had some altercation with the air hostess. And then,
flight attendant.
Yes, flight attendants, rather.
Yeah.
And yes, and then she has been remanded in correctional facility, Kirikiri, because of her actions.
To be corrected.
Yeah, to be corrected. However, social media has taken a different stand. Some people are in support to say what she did was wrong. Some people are saying, oh, how they handled her wasn't right. I mean, there are videos exposing parts of her body, and it's really degrading to see a human being go through that. And people are saying different things online. And,
What's your thoughts?
Now, first, thank you very much. When I saw the video, I watched the video a couple of times, and for different reasons.
A couple of times?
Edgar watched this
No, because I was really concerned. I wanted to understand what was happening in the video. And again, different videos have also been coming out from different angles to say that this is what is happening. This
There's
is what
even
really
one
happened.
she posted.
But this is the story, all right? This is the story I know, or what I heard, or what I read.
Piecing together all you've seen.
So apparently, she was in a plane, and she was told that she couldn't take put off her phone. She was told to put off her phone in the plane. Now, this lady was arguing and said she wasn't going to put off her phone. Okay. Now, when they arrived, the destination, wherever they were flying to, everyone was leaving the plane, usually just coming out of the plane. But she stood back. She waited.
Oh,
if you watch the video, you realize she was the last person in the plane. She waited in the plane. Okay. All right, and she went to meet the lady or the air hostess who was telling her to put off her phone and to say, oh, you can't talk to me that way, you can't have. So they had the little yes, and while that was happening, of course, hands got into it, and at some point she was even the report I saw was that she was threatening to use the fire extinguisher that was on the plane to even hit this woman. Okay. I don't know if that is true, but this was what I read as well. Yeah. And while that was happening, the lady one of the air hostess who she had slapped called the attention of the people to say, oh, please come to my aid. This lady just slapped me. She just slapped me. Yeah. And then, they were asking her to leave the plane at the time, but she was really upset because some of her property was also missing during the whole process. Okay. And as they were trying to take her out of the plane, of course, she was upset. And you could see in the video that she was holding the curtains. Okay. So there was a force for her not to leave. It wasn't like, oh, she wanted to leave. She was holding back, all right, because she didn't want to leave the way, or for some other reasons. There are other stories that'll probably come out later on, maybe today or tomorrow. Sure. And then while that was happening, in the course of trying to drag her, based on the material that she was wearing, parts of her skin was got revealed, exposed in the video, and then they had to take her down through the stairs and everything. And then when she got down, of course, someone gave her something to wear, and then she was also seen pushing back the police officer that was trying to hold her at the time. And then the news concluded by saying she was taken to the correctional office.
I think for stories like this, there are usually different angles. Because another version is this.
Okay, go ahead.
So we are hoping that the true version eventually gets out, and then we can really talk about it some other time as well. But the version that is more, to me, more realistic is this. She was using her phone, just before the flight took off. Yeah. Now, usually you're asked to put off your phone or put it on airplane mode when the flight is about to take off. Yes, you can use your phone while the flight is on, but when the flight is about to take off or land, you're supposed to put off your phone or put it on airplane mode. Yeah. So then, she continued refusing, and then the person next to her dragged her phone from her and switched it off.
Okay.
Interesting.
Now, she was really upset about it. There was some exchanges. Then when they landed, according to the report, the pilots insisted that she must not be allowed to get off the plane because they needed to have her arrested for all the harassment that she had done, not just to this to her seatmates, but also to a flight attendant. Okay. And then she flips and is like she wants to go and all that because they believe that she would run away if she gets off the plane. So that started even more drama, where she was trying to fight her way out of the plane. They refused, and at some point there are some reports that she even tried using that same fire extinguisher to hit the windows of the plane, that if they won't let her out, she would jump out, all those kind of things, or she would destroy the plane. And then there are claims that same fire extinguisher, she used it to hit the flight attendants in defense, that get out of my way and everything. At some point, there's even a video of the flight attendant standing at the entrance to the plane and saying, you could tell that she was being blocked not to get off. And saying, see, she's hitting me now, she's hitting me now. So obviously, she wanted to get off, but she wasn't allowed to get off. So after a while, the airport authority, the security had come out, so they told her to get off the plane so she could get arrested. Unfortunately, she had now decided that, Shebi, una no let me get down. I'm not getting down anymore. And they were like, you have to get off. She was like, Shebi, people didn't let me get off. Okay, let me stay on the plane. And then they were like, you cannot. And then before you know it, she was bundled out, revealing her upper body. Now, the sentiments, because what she did was, according to international law, an act of terrorism. Because you're not supposed to do anything that will jeopardize or put people's lives at risk, which included taking that call. However, what now negates everything was the way she was handled. Yes. If she wasn't going to get off, after you have told her to get off, you could have gotten the police, because airport security don't handle things like guns or calls. And then gotten the police to cuff her and take her off the plane.
But she needs to be actually arrested for real.
Yes, she wasn't arrested. She was just manhandled. She was just manhandled. That's the word.
So definitely there was so much wrong with what she did. There was everything wrong with what she did. But the first things first, she is considered a customer.
Absolutely.
And the customers, they say,
It's always
is
right.
always right.
Unfortunately.
Now,
Okay,
whatever mental state she was in, and I use the term mental state lightly, whatever anger, emotion she was showing at that point in time has nothing, it doesn't negate the fact that she's still a customer.
Okay.
They needed to follow due process. And as long as she was no longer blocking other passengers from coming off the plane, as long as
all
she
the
was
passengers
not,
had gone out of the plane.
as long as she was not physically harming somebody else on the plane,
All right.
I don't think there was any
All right.
reason for them to manhandle her
So,
that
so,
way
so,
and
so
lift
this
her
is
out
this
of the
this is
plane.
this is what I think.
No.
Now, first of all, when you take a decision by saying that you have refused to put off your phone in an aircraft,
Yeah.
after you've been told to put off your phone,
Yeah.
that is already a problem.
Sure.
Okay, now that is one. Then two, I think another thing you should also look at here is the air hostess who was standing just directly at the exit had complained to say this lady had hit me. You just heard from another
No, she
angle.
said the lady was hitting her.
Yes, yes.
Apparently the lady was behind her trying to
hit her, yes. So then the third one was this lady, I think there's another video where the lady was on the chair and you could see her use her legs and she was kicking someone at the time. And then there's also a video where she was trying to use the fire extinguisher and all. Now, to be honest with you, this is my opinion, all right? And I could just be wrong. When certain people begin to behave like animals, there are certain actions that would be taken against such people. Now, I know people have said on social media, they shouldn't have taken her out that way, they should have, but no one is really saying what are the ways to take such persons out.
Yes.
Because you know what?
Which is why
one reason why
I
most people are complaining about this video is because of how her body was revealed at some point.
Sure.
Guess what? If the police goes into that same case, we've seen cases where police will catch a criminal. To even put the criminal inside a vehicle, you have to force the criminal.
Yes, but that is the police, not.
So wait, okay, is the issue now? Wait. Is the issue now? Wait. My question is the issue that the people who bundled her out of the craft were not the police, not security?
They were not.
Is that the issue here?
No, it could have been done better. It could have been done better.
When this lady is forcing her way not to come out, she's telling you that she doesn't want to come out.
But that's what handcuffs are for.
Handcuffs don't bring out people.
No,
handcuffs don't bring out people.
No. You need to subdue the person in a proper manner that she can be moved without her being able to.
About this,
because she could have even hurt them further.
Well, let's also point out that one of the reasons this is trending is because people are now, that's why she's being called Kwam too. Because people are saying a certain personality went even as far as blocking a plane from taking off and apologized. And we don't know exactly what is being done as being meted out as punishment. The person hasn't even been arrested to the best of our knowledge.
Yes, but this person as well. However, this person as well did not at any point lay his hand on any of the air hostess. At any point.
But he did block a plane,
which is even more dangerous.
But we know the consequences that
it's an act of terrorism as well.
Yes, he said about he has been given
there were
about
like 100
6
plus
months.
6 months, no flight.
Exactly.
Yes. But even at that, this lady is also going to probably undergo that. Maybe might even be completely banned from flying.
So now,
plus other possible punishments. However, people are comparing both incidents.
Of course,
that's what I wanted to point out.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to note. I wanted to point out
week.
that with the first instance, the pilot is female. I wanted to say that. I'm not sure the gender of the pilot for this particular flight, but there is a way you manage situations.
Absolutely.
The way she was handled was not. If and when she comes out of whatever remand she is in, she has every right to sue.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
because she paid for a ticket. She is a customer, and the way she was treated was wrong.
Absolutely.
Now, yes. We know that you have your opinions as well about this particular situation, and we'd love to hear them. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC, on X, on Instagram, and in fact, any platform you're connecting with us with. And of course, share your thoughts. We'll be taking another quick break, but there's more on Wake Up Nigeria.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. Tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on. You're my provider. You're my provider.
Argentina, champions of the world!
Level 2, electrified fence.
Space terrifying! Let's get out of here!
Hey Nick fam! Remember, Nick on TVC is your one-stop for engaging children's shows like El Tigre, Paw Patrol, SpongeBob SquarePants, Kung Fu Panda, and lots more to keep the kids glued to their screens. Catch us on Mondays to Fridays at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on TVC.
Get ready to step into the heartbeat of your city like never before. Welcome to Events Diary, where every moment is a celebration. From the electric energy of Owambe extravaganza, to the richness of our culture, to the sophistication of corporate gatherings, Events Diary is your VIP pass to the hottest gatherings in Nigeria. And guess what? I'll be your guide, your style icon. Each week, join me as I transform from traditional chic to corporate sleek. Whether it's a birthday bash or a high-profile gala, you won't just see it. You'll feel like you're right there with me. Aww. From meetings to evening soirees, I'll be there. Or to the trendiest street festivals or to music concerts, Events Diary has something for everyone. So join me as we explore the vibrant tapestry of Nigerian scene, one event at a time.
All right, it is time for some relationship conversations. Now, we are joined by Vera Chigizioke. Now, she's an American board-certified clinical sexuality coach, a counselor, a coach and public health advocate. Now, our topic of discourse is things I wish I was told before getting married. Now, intimacy is the core part of that statement. Things I wish I was told about intimacy before getting married. Super excited to have you here on the show again. How you doing?
Thank you, Edgar. Very fine, thank you.
Wow, there is a lot happening on social media right now, but let's leave that aside.
Let's
not talk about that. Let's focus more on relationship. Now,
yes,
it is very important that people listen to segments like this or sessions like this. I know people pay thousands of naira to even get this, dollars, exactly. So if you're watching this right now, I am sure that you need to probably just get your pen and your notepad and write things down, because there is a lot you will learn. Now, I mean, when you're about to get married, especially when it comes to cases of intimacy, one of the best people to ask always your parents, what should you expect, what would you get? And you hear different stories, rumors as well. And let me tell you one just before you share.
Okay.
All right. So I was told that one of the best times best moments to ever be intimate with your partner is on your wedding night. So I don't know if you've ever heard that before. They say that if you're not intimate with your partner on your wedding night, then there is some, reduction. Underlying issues there. It must happen on your wedding night first.
You see, that's not true.
Okay.
It doesn't have to happen on the wedding night.
All right.
Yeah, because the truth of the matter is that how you start will go a long way until how you will continue and what will go on afterwards.
Okay.
Right. Now, the wedding night, you've had the stress of planning of the wedding, the dancing, the everybody pressure and everything happening. People just want to sleep on their wedding night. Literally. I counted money on my wedding night.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
I can just imagine you had like, you're just counting, okay,
how
much did you
we
make?
sat down
how much did you make?
on the hotel bed.
Yeah, honey,
and poured out all the money and we were counting it.
Money.
That's what, really? That's what I did on my wedding night.
All right.
But the truth of the matter is that they tell you this, but it also adds a lot of pressure. And that pressure affects both the man and the woman.
Okay.
Something called performance pressure.
Okay.
So now, going there, and because of wedding night, he goes in there, he doesn't even do up to 2 seconds.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then the woman goes, is that all? Is this all I've waited for all my life?
Especially if she's never had intercourse before.
So is this it? You know, and he too is questioning himself. Is this it? Not knowing that thing called performance pressure, it has improved anxiety, you know, and the pressure to actually please his spouse. And he goes there and everything just goes.
All right. Now, just before you talk about the different things that we haven't heard, that we need to learn or know about before we get married, a question just came to mind, and I need to ask this one, because you talked about performance pressure. Now, what is the ideal amount of minutes that should happen during intimacy, if I can call it that, because I mean, you just mentioned, 2 seconds. I've heard online say, he's a 2 minutes man, he's a 3 minutes man, he's a 2 minutes man, he's a 3 minutes man, he's a 2 seconds man. You know, what is the ideal amount of minutes for intimacy, for you to say to yourself you've satisfied, or it is the ideal amount of time?
Okay.
Based on your experience.
You see, that answer varies on who is receiving.
And when you say who's receiving, the woman or the man?
The woman.
Okay, the woman, okay.
It's virtually both sides, right? It varies. So sometimes, for one woman, she can be, I wanted to go on for hours.
Hours?
Yes. Hours. And then, you hear things like, is a pancake properly cooked if it has not been flipped both sides? Right. So
you're saying that I'll be traveling from K2 to Aja, and you are still intimate?
I'd rather, it depends on who. Right. But you see, it takes an average of 27 minutes
27
to
minutes
get a woman into the orgasmic phase.
Okay.
Right.
27 minutes?
Yes.
I'm using my stopwatch. Okay. So you're there now. No, I know, I'm checking time. You're there now.
You see, you don't even need a stopwatch to know that she's there.
Okay.
Everything about her will tell you that she's there.
Okay.
Right. Now, the problem is that people calculate when penetration happens. But intimacy for a woman mostly starts from everything you do from the morning up until you get into the intercourse phase.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
And so it's not how long he's in. It's how well
he has been. It's not how long he's in. It's how long he has been.
How well he has been. Do you understand? Because even that's how well he has been will tell if he will get in.
The things that you have seen. You're an amazing human being.
Oh my God.
All right. But let's come back to the topic. Okay. I just want you to mention some of the different things
that we're not told. We're not told that it won't always be spontaneous.
Okay.
So, you know, we watch movies and then the guy is coming back from work and they are flinging things. So you're getting married like this, how it's going to always be. For crying out loud, there's traffic.
Okay.
Life happens. You know, the stress of work. You know, and then another thing we're also not told is that there will be libido mismatches.
Okay.
So sometimes she's high, he's low. Sometimes she's low, he's high. Right? We have to actually communicate, which is the third thing.
Okay.
We need to talk about these things. You know, it doesn't just happen. It's not always magical. That's the fourth thing.
Okay.
It's not always magical. Right? Sometimes it's just okay. Sometimes it's off the roof. Right? You need to communicate, be able to tell your spouse, this is what I need, this is my needs, my desires, my fantasies, my wants, and have proper communication with your spouse.
Are you of the opinion that people should have it like medication, like twice in the morning, twice at night? Like, should they keep certain days? Should we say, okay, this is a weekend thing?
I'm not an advocate for routine.
Okay.
Because routine spoils the spice.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not an advocate for routine, but whatever rocks your boat. So if both of you decide that, we're going to be doing it 7 times, 5 times, you know, all well and good, so long as it works for both of you.
Okay.
Right. But a minimum of 3 times a week.
3 times a week?
When it starts dwindling below 3 times, then we should sit down and say, what's happening?
Okay.
What are we not doing? Are there underlying issues? Are you beefing me? Are we quarreling?
Yes, it happens sometimes. It happens sometimes. Yes, it happens sometimes.
Yes, most times people don't realize that there's a problem in their marriage until their bed stops rocking.
Ooh.
Then you hear, Dr. Vera, yeah, I'm now a doctor.
Oh, you're doctor, I like that one.
Please put a doctor on it.
All right, okay,
yeah.
okay.
So
doctor.
you start hearing, Dr. Vera, she's not listening to me. She's not doing it. And you find, when you sit with them, you find out that there has been an underlying issue unresolved. And then mostly women being emotional, like, I can't give in to you if my emotions are not in place.
All right, let me ask this, okay? What is your advice for those people who have never tried it before? They've been celibate since they were probably born, and for both partners who have never tried being intimate before, and they want to really learn how to be intimate. These are people that have never watched videos online or anything. What is your advice to those people, and how do they learn fast and grow their intimacy?
Okay, there's no learning fast. Intimacy is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's a lifetime. You're going to do it for the rest of your life.
Okay.
Right. Now, the learning happens, the real practical learning happens when you're married, between you and your spouse.
Okay.
So you
not
grow.
Before.
Not before.
Married. Okay.
Not before, because every experience you're gathering before is null and void. So you have a PhD in bedmatics, and then you come and marry a OND holder, right? Or no certificates holder, actually.
Exactly.
And then you're wondering why it's not working. It can't work.
Yeah.
It can't work. So it's better you come in on clean slates, and then while you are in it, you begin to understand each other's bodies. You begin to learn what ticks on and what ticks off, right? And then you grow together.
Okay.
Because what he or she liked on the first day, by the time babies come, life happens. We've evolved. Right. I may not like it again.
Wow. There is a lot to learn on this topic, but that is all that we can take at this time. Thank you so much, Doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Intimacy, it is really an interesting topic. I hope that you've been able to take one or two things down. I hope you've also learned some things that you should have learned or you should know at some point. Before you get married. Okay, I am sure that we'll continue this next week.
Yes, we will.
But guys, do not go away. Please, the show continues. We have a lot in store for you guys. We'll be right back after the short break.
We don't like to eat better. More nutritious meals, more veggies. But we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr Cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic. And enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
I know if you forget Nigeria promise to me.
I am reliable. Oh, I know I'm responsible for my actions. I am strong, healthy. Can't you see I am blessed? I'm a real Nigerian, born Nigerian, a resilient Nigerian. I live by the citizens' code. I'm a real Nigerian, accountable Nigerian, a caring Nigerian. I live by the citizens' code. I'm a real Nigerian, born Nigerian, a resilient Nigerian. I live by the citizens' code.
Brought to you by the National Orientation Agency, NOA.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers.
Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call permanent solutions.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
And just like that, we are rolling into the second hour of Wake Up Nigeria. Wow, time flies when you're having fun, right? Yes, time flies just like that. It really does. And if you're just tuning in, welcome. You have landed right at the heart of it. This is your favorite morning show. This is Wake Up Nigeria. Now, speaking of beautiful, we have two amazing people there in the kitchen with an amazing chef. Hi, Tay-Tay. Hi, Mary.
Hello. Hi, Edgar.
Don't do that.
YSK is here, hard at work, trying to put breakfast together for us.
Yes, so
we have our fingers crossed because you know how they say
wow,
that's a vegetable with 7 souls. This one is egg with 3 souls.
What is egg pro max?
It's actually more than 3.
Okay, which one did I leave out?
Yeah.
It's actually, you can't mention it, but it's more than 3.
Yeah, so Edgar, let's talk to you.
Edgar,
I really do not even understand what you guys are saying, but I can tell that I don't know why it's happening, but you guys are glowing. You guys are glowing. You guys are shining too bright. Take it easy, okay?
He knows how to say the right thing.
Take it easy.
So we are dazzling you. Where are your sunshades?
It's too much. It's too much. Got myself my jacket.
Me, I'm still basking in the whole, birthday
euphoria. We will not get the end of it this week.
I'm still basking. The whole month is about me.
All right. I brought a gift for you, by the way. I'll probably give it to you.
That's a new nickname. 4.0.
All right. Now remember that you guys can always stream live. You can watch it on YouTube at TVC Entertainment, and you can also use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC to share your thoughts. All right. Tell me what you think about the show so far. What are your best moments? Let us know. Now, straight down to the highlights. What do we have left for the show? We have Buki Latunji. She's widely known across digital spaces as Book2Lat. Now, she is a Renaissance visionary, wellness advocate, and leadership mentor dedicated to helping modern professionals lead more meaningful, well-balanced life. Now, she'll be discussing empathic leadership. We cannot wait for that one. All right, and then on parenting, we're looking at the power of early education with Irene and Nune. Now, she is the head of schools at Beehive School, an early years educator with nearly 2 decades of experience in nursery and primary education. Wow, the importance of early education cannot be overemphasized. I cannot wait to listen to her speak about it. Wow. And then, of course, to wrap the show, we still have one of the greatest, the best that you can actually get. The rap minister is also with us, and we cannot wait to have him come on stage and give us some bars again as well. I feel like dropping bars. But I'll probably do that later on the show. By the way, my album is coming out very soon, guys. For those of you that love to stream music, my album is coming out. The name of my album is This Is Not the Album. That is the name of the album. This is not the album. 4 tracks. I didn't say a word. 4 tracks. I didn't say the word. All right. Wow, that is all that we can take at this time. That's all that we're having on the show. We'll be right back after this short break.
Welcome back to the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. Thankfully, Edgar hasn't been allowed into the kitchen yet because I have a feeling he would have, come and, just meddled with this amazing dish. I don't know, sometimes when he starts speaking those big English, it feels like the pepper in the stew will not be hot again. But we have Chef Yahaya here.
Yep.
Yahaya Spicy Kitchen.
That is it.
And he said he was making scrambled eggs. Now, we didn't understand that when he said scrambled eggs, he had something completely different in mind. What we had here, if you didn't see the list of ingredients earlier, it was Titus fish, we had sausages, we had eggs, of course, the master,
vegetable,
and vegetables.
I have my spring onions and all of that.
Then he brought out this very white, snow white looking yam. Anyway, that yam was so sweet looking. And it still is. And that's right now almost there. Yes, almost there. Now this particular type of yam, you just know it's going to be sweet. You know, you don't even have to, drag with anybody. You don't have to just line up with your plates after it's done. So what has happened to this yam so far? Apart from the slicing, obviously, and peeling?
Then I added salt, just salt.
Just salt.
Yes,
Nothing
yes, not at all.
Some people have different styles of doing boiled yam. So I know some of my family members add sugar.
Yes.
Yeah?
That is when you feel like.
Oh, okay.
But once you know the yam is okay, you don't need to add sugar.
Okay.
Because yam itself is carbohydrate.
Yeah, sure.
So you don't need going in again with sugar.
Okay.
But it's only those ones that, there are some yam when you cook, it tastes bitter.
Yeah.
So that is when I have to add
something
a pinch of salt, sugar.
Sugar
but
to it.
In this type of yam, I don't need it.
All right.
Trust me, it's good. The taste is nice.
So I already noted earlier on that the yam itself was so white and it wasn't being soaked in water, which is what I know to be the solution to the oxidization that happens on the skin.
When you are buying yam again, you see some people, they will buy a tube of yam at the rate of 5,000.
Yeah.
You will see another person with the same size of that yam, like 2.5.
Yeah.
It depends
on
the quality, yes.
Okay.
The one being made with all those fertilizer is quite different. So the one already with the natural...
Yes, organic.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's different, yes.
Okay.
That is one that is most expensive in the market.
So I've tried to grow yam before.
Okay.
On 2 or 3 occasions.
Okay.
You know when the yam has been in your kitchen and it starts growing a stalk?
Yes.
Right? And I was told to, get a sack of, soil and just put the head of the stalk in the soil. And it grew for a long time. And I was just tired of waiting. I couldn't wait for the yam again. And I was just afraid that by the time this yam comes, I hope it won't be smaller with all the work I've put into this thing. But it's it's really amazing the kind of yam and kind of food stock we can get right here in Nigeria. You just have to know where to go. Yes, and I know you know the secret place to go to get this kind of yam. So tell me where you got this yam from.
Yeah, I bought it from Mile 12.
Mile 12?
Yeah, everything. Yes.
Okay.
My normal kitchen, I do the shopping over the weekend.
Okay.
So only the frozen that I do on a daily basis or thereabout. But my normal food, my normal stock, I get it from Mile 12. You get it cheaper and better.
We have to talk a little bit about this egg.
Okay.
Now the egg itself, you had the fish, you had Also sausage.
Yes.
So did that go into the oil first, or did you add your eggs first?
What actually happens is that once you place your vegetable on a fire,
yes.
So you slice your onions and your tomato and your carbonate pepper, then fried for a little.
Okay.
Then mix your egg with the fish and
so you mix it raw?
Yes. Yeah, you mix it raw so it can. That is why it is called scrabble. So during the process of frying, you notice it starts
coming together.
Yes.
Nice.
That is it.
Nice. Now this is already done. Is the heat still under it, or is it off all the way?
The heat, there's a low heat.
A low heat under it.
A low heat.
Fantastic. So this is already done. This didn't take more than 3 minutes.
This is the name now.
Yes. Very spicy scrambled egg. We're going to see it plated in a little while, but Chef YSK has just kept everybody's mouth salivating right here in the studio. Thank you so much for coming to show us how to put this together.
Thank you.
We have to take another quick break, but there's still more. Stay with us.
In the beating heart of Owerri, business never sleeps. From sunrise to sundown, the wheels keep turning. And behind the scenes, vision meets action. Governor Hope Uzodimma's leadership has turned manifestos into reality, transformations that feels like a miracle. But progress needs peace, and in Imo, it's not left to chance. From land to sky to river deep, Guardians are watching, protecting dreams and opportunity. At Orashi's quiet shore, hydropower is rising, set to energize a growing economy. The change is visible. New roads emerge, industry hums, communities come alive. At the center, a digital revolution. 500,000 young minds trained each year to build.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amaka Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
All right, now at this point, we have an interesting young lady. We have Buki Latunji. She's widely known across digital spaces as Book to Lat. Now, she's a Renaissance visionary, wellness advocate and leadership, a mentor dedicated to helping modern professionals and lead more meaningful, well-balanced life. Now, today we'll be discussing lead with heart, win with trust, and that is the power of empathetic leadership. It is brilliant to have you in the studio. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm fine.
Oh, awesome. Now, I mean, I was just going through your profile and then, trying to understand what you've done and the areas that you have worked and all that you have done. And it's quite interesting that you were once the general manager at Zenith Bank. Wow, that is incredible. So you have led quite a lot of people. Yes. Can you just tell me about that? How did that start for you, and what were some of the challenges you had or you faced in your time as general manager?
Well, I mean, I was in Zenith for such a long time,
okay.
And you've grown through the ranks, and being a general manager just meant that you had to oversee different areas,
okay.
Of banking, what you have done. But I was more focused on, managing branches, because I was a zonal head. I was a general manager, group zonal head, and that meant that you had a whole lot of people that were under your watch. You had from the branch heads to the marketers to each person that works in every branch. So they were your responsibility. So it wasn't just about dealing with just your direct support.
Yeah.
You had to be looking out for the other people who were there. So it was, I wouldn't say it was challenging because it was a role that I grew into.
Wow.
I'm a people person. I know how to identify with the needs of people. And maybe I would say that naturally, I'm an empathetic person.
Okay.
And really, what does empathy mean?
Yeah.
Empathy just means that identifying with somebody else's, way of point of view or any issue that is going around it. I mean, that is different from sympathy. Sympathy just said, okay, I know your issue, I'm sorry with it, about it, fine.
Okay.
But empathy means that you take the problem as if is it your own, you try to view it from their own point of view. So it gives a totally different perspective. And that is really how I was able to lead that huge, number of people.
Now, I mean, the topic is the power of empathetic leadership. I'm just probably wondering, from your experience, what are some of the characteristics or the traits a leader has to have to become an empathetic leader?
Okay. The main core of empathetic leadership is active listening. You see that word, active listening. So many times that people are, especially at work, you're talking, you feel unheard. Maybe your boss is like, okay, doing something, like when you finish, have you finished? I'm sure you heard that a whole lot. A lot of people hear that, have you finished?
Yeah.
So you feel unheard.
Yes.
And that's why they say it's the core. That is that is empathy. When you listen actively, it means that you are paying attention to what the person is saying. You paraphrase to be sure that you heard what the person says, and once you are doing all those kind of things, people just naturally feel relaxed that, okay, it looks like this person is hearing me. Then they feel relaxed. Then they open up more.
Oh, wow.
And that way you can get at the issues that's actually affecting them. Because anything that affects a human being naturally would affect
the
their
business.
Exactly, and affect their productivity.
All right, so you've mentioned listening, and you've also mentioned using certain words while communicating as well. Are there other areas that one should look out for to become a good leader?
I mean, empathetic leadership is about compassion, but with clear expectation.
Okay.
That's very important.
Okay.
And like I still say, communication is the core of empathetic leadership. Yes, I understand your point, but this is the goal that we have. This is the goal that we have to achieve. So you're clear about it, but you are compassionate enough to know that, okay, what do we have to do to enable you and me solve these issues that you have together? So that's very, very, very important. It's about accountability. It has to be. And then, of course, it's been proven that empathetic leadership actually enhances employee engagement and retention. Like they say, people do not leave companies, they lead leaders. They leave leaders. It is usually people in that environment that makes you feel unseen, makes you feel unheard, and then you're not, productive enough, and then you're like, okay, sorry, I can't. So if you are able to on one-on-one, empathize with your people and understand what it is, then you see that there's a difference. Another thing is, empathetic leadership is not weakness. It is actually a strategy. It is the way to go. You see, a lot of people feel like if I'm trying to be too understand what they say, they're going to see me as soft, they're not going to respect me. But I say, lead with your heart, not with fear. Because
lead with your heart and not with fear. All right. I have an interesting question here. What is the role of empathy where a staff who is well skilled, really trained, he knows his onions, he does his job, but he's rude? How does an empathetic leader solve such situation for someone who is rude, but he does his job well? How does empathy play? What role does empathy play in this?
Ooh, that is a fantastic question because it's a very challenging one. I once had, a subordinate like that. And she was good. She was a good marketer. She could, bring in the stuff. But in terms of character, in terms of personality, in terms of how she even dealt with her peers,
Yeah.
and of course, even her,
Yes.
bosses, it was really tough. Initially, it was tough for me to understand because I was still trying to feel like, there's what you want to be the boss and like just take the hard stance. But I had to step back to think that maybe there is something else that is making this person behave this way. So we had to sit down, we had to have a one-on-one. I mean, this is just simple talking, but it wasn't that simple. You understand, and have this talk. Today, we're best friends.
Oh, wow.
Because, and another issue is, even as a leader has to have self-esteem. That's very important. Because your high self-esteem is what makes you know that you can empathize with people and it doesn't reduce you in any way.
All right. Now, I have another interesting question. One of the hardest parts of being a leader sometimes when you have people around that work under you is letting people go. You see, sometimes you see where leaders will say, oh, I don't want it to come from me. I don't want this particular staff to see me this way. And they know that they have to let the person go. Now, I'm also wondering here, because sometimes people have to get fired for certain people to come in, for certain things to happen. As a leader who is trying to be very empathetic with the job here, how do you let people go and make them see you as you're just doing your job without them bringing some level of, issue within yourself or within the profile of that person?
Yeah, that's a fantastic angle to look at it, and it's a big challenge really because nobody wants to lose their job, and even you as the leader, you really don't want to let people go, and that's the source of their livelihood. But then, I said something, how to balance empathetic leadership with accountability.
Okay.
Yes, there's compassion, but there has to be clear expectation. So communication is at the core of that.
Okay, communication.
For me, I believe you should sit down with those people and discuss with them and let them understand why this is happening and why this has to happen. It is not about you. It is not about me. It is about the business. And this is the direction. So I believe communication can. And of course, at the end of the day, you give what is due to whomever it is due to. Okay. That's very important.
Yeah.
Because that can cushion the effect of any kind of bad blood. Nobody is ever going to feel good that they're letting go. I mean, you can just take that.
Yes.
But communication is key. And doing it with compassion, clearly, is what can make the transition easy.
All right, that is quite interesting. Now, you have been doing this for quite a number of time. As a matter of fact, you're a growth expert, leadership growth expert as well. If there are 5 tips, quickly, 5 quick tips that you can give out to anyone who's also a leader, who leads a group of people to become more empathetic, what are those 5 quick tips you would give?
1, I would say, empathy is not weakness. It is a strength. Okay. I will say, being able to communicate actively with your subordinates is very, very important. And not just subordinates, even with your peers, even at home. You understand? Even in a relationship, it's very, very, very important. So that's actually. Number 3, I would say that be clear with the goals. Be clear with the, with the expectations that you have. Because when people have clarity about what is needed to do, it's like the job is already half done. So that is very, very important. Okay? I mean, lastly, I would say that do not be afraid that people are going to see you as soft. No. It's about self-esteem. You know who you are. So don't be afraid. Like I always say, leadership is about leading by example. It's about knowledge. So build yourself, be knowledgeable. Know that it doesn't matter whatever it is. You are who you are.
Exactly.
And if you know that you know your onions, you are knowledgeable, you are grounded, then you will not feel like, oh, I'm going to look weak if I try to be nice.
Yes.
Like I always say, empathy is not really about being nice, okay? It's just about connection, connecting with somebody, another human. And we are social animals. Connection is what makes us thrive.
Yes.
That is just the truth.
Right. All right. Thank you very, very much for that one. Empathy is not about being nice. It's about connecting. Wow. Thank you. That is all that we can take At this time, thank you so much for being on the show. By the way, you're very beautiful, and I love your smile. Okay, guys, that is all that we can take at this time. If there is anything to really learn, it is that empathy is not about just being nice. It is about connection. All right, that's all that we can take. But we still have a lot in store for you guys on the show. Please do not go anywhere. Just sit, relax, and we'll be right back after the short break.
Imagine a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa and Igbo? Where we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self and every person waiting for street. That's why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show, Waiting Day, with your brother, your friend, Wale Po.
Everywhere.
So, Papa.
You dey joke for this
This is not Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Oh.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we dey give you wetin dey sup for inside we country. Yes, so keep it locked. You've got me your papa. Why you not gonna make Yanga?
About wahala.
Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, we right here. Nobody better than we, right?
Okay, now whispers be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM. Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw ether material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known, for when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur. Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Get ready to step into the heartbeat of your city like never before. Welcome to Events Diary, where every moment is a celebration. From the electric energy of Owambe extravaganza, to the richness of our culture, to the sophistication of corporate gatherings, Events Diary is your VIP pass to the hottest gatherings in Nigeria. And guess what? I'll be your guide, your style icon. Each week, join me as I transform from traditional chic to corporate sleek. Whether it's a birthday bash or a high-profile gala, you won't just see it. You'll feel like you're right there with me. Aww. From meetings to evening soirees, I'll be there. Or to the trendiest street festivals or to music concerts, Events Diary has something for everyone. So join me as we explore the vibrant tapestry of Nigerian scene, one event at a time.
On parenting this morning on Wake Up Nigeria, we are looking at the power of early education with Irene Enone. She is the head of nursery at Beehive School and an early years educator with nearly 2 decades of experience in nursery and primary education. It is indeed a pleasure to have you in the studio with us today. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Great. So I have a soft spot for teachers. It's something that I've built over the years since childhood. I just always feel I can pardon almost everything that a teacher does. The keyword, almost everything. But really, one of the things many people avoid having to deal with are young children, trying to teach them their homework or even trying to teach them at all. Yet that's something you seem passionate about. Now, for you, handling children, was it a passion that came from something else, or it's something that was inbuilt? You just always knew you were going to work with children?
Okay, so for my case, it wasn't always like that. I didn't start out to want to be a teacher. It just came, it grew on me, do you understand, over the years. Okay, so like I stumbled on, I would say I stumbled on it because I didn't want to do it initially. But of course, the love grew with time. It grew, so the passion for young kids grew over time. So I fell in love with it. So here I am.
Raising children is difficult enough. Teaching them is another matter entirely. For you, let's take a look at some of the instances, because the early education, that opportunity to capture the child early, can determine whether or not the child will be a whiz or a DIT, because you can lose the children's interest in education from that point. What counsel would you give to parents and to educators as well when it comes to early learning?
Okay, like I always say, the early years stage is like the building blocks of a child's life. It's that time where the child gets the whole notion about themselves, about the outside world, about people. So at Beehive School, which is where I work, I would say creating a nurturing environment, you know, where the child feels loved, feels valued, a place where a child can explore and things like a nurturing environment really is what I would, you know.
It's key for the child.
Very, very key.
I like practical instances. So let's imagine there's a child, for example, who hates to stay in class, absolutely detests it, always wants to run around the school or just be outside the four walls of the classroom. Now, that child needs to get educated, right? The child has to study and all. How would you handle such?
Okay, so we get that all the time. So at Beehive, yes, we do. You know, so at Beehive School, we do outdoor learning. You know, early years is now, it's a lot of hands-on experience working with children. So we do outdoor learning. For instance, if we're teaching, let's say numbers, we take our materials outside. We go to the field. We have sections where we work with the children. We put our mat outside. We have what we call circle time, like a community meeting with the children. So we take it outside, and we do everything we need to do there. We introduce the topic. We have concrete material that we use for the children, and we work there. And we've come to realize that children even learn better outdoors. You know, so it's what we've inculcated in the early years curriculum. So we do a lot of outdoor. So since we realized that they learn better there, in fact, like 80% of children learn better outdoors. So we do a lot of that.
Okay.
In the mornings, yes.
Now, your school aside, now let's talk about you as an educator, you as an experienced educator. What would you say has been your most rewarding moment, especially when handling children? And what would you say has been the most challenging? Let's start with the challenging.
Okay, the challenging will be children that come in that are very clingy, they don't want to settle down, so to speak. You know, in the initial first few weeks, some children don't settle in. So that would be a challenge for us, but eventually they do. My experience, okay, let me see. Okay, I'll recall an instance where I had a child that came in. I was a bit hesitant to talk, to interact with their peers, always on their own, sitting on their own, and things like that. So what I did, and I still do, is we do what we call small group sessions, because we have free play in the afternoons. After the structured play in the mornings, where the children do their independent work, where they do circle time and all of that. In the afternoons, after their lunch break, we do what we call free play. So they have small group interactions amongst themselves. So that's where you see them interacting with each other. They want to speak. Do you understand? So sometimes they replicate things that they've learned in the mornings amongst them. So we try to put those children, sometimes they want to stay on their own. They don't want to talk and all of things like that. So we try to put them with their peers, and you see them coming out of their shell. They're not as hesitant. They want to talk. They want to interact and things. So it has worked for me over the years.
Now, I like to look at things from both angles, and that's why I was asking you questions that have to do with you as an educator, so that a parent watching you now can also look at things from your POV regarding how you handle many of these children. Now, on the other hand, as a parent, what are those things a parent can do to prepare a child for preschool? Because you might say the child is still young, but what are those things parents can do?
Okay, so we usually encourage parents to read to their children, ask open-ended questions, to form an interaction, open-ended questions, and involve them in small tasks in the house, small cooking tasks. Send them on errands, gardening, and encourage them to try. Even if they fail, they should try again. Things like that, just little things like that. Yeah.
So for you, preschool is what age? Because there have been that debate has been going on for so long, where people believe preschool means the child is 2 years, 3 years, while some people believe preschool is 4, 5 years. Even some people even argue that it should be 6. So as an educator, what would you say should be the standard?
Okay, so we have different classes in the preschool, which is the nursery.
Okay.
So once they leave the crèche and they're mobile enough, they move to a toddler class. So that preschool basically starts from there.
Okay.
So
so that's about 2 years
That's
old.
about 18 months. 18 months. We even have children that come in as early as 15. Once they're mobile toddlers, they're walking already.
Okay.
They're independent and they're walking.
Yeah.
So yes, they come into a structured environment, so we teach them daily routines, things that they can do. They have there's a timetable, so to speak. We have our circle time, we have our work period, where they work with hands-on. There's a lot of exploration, unlike the crèche, where they just feed and all of that. So for preschool, it starts from the toddler community.
Okay.
Like I said, from 15 months to 18 months.
Okay.
Then they move to a playgroup setting.
At what age?
2 years.
2 years, okay.
Yes. At 2,
okay,
they move to playgroup.
Okay.
So at 3, they leave to nursery.
Okay.
Yes. So from nursery, they move to reception class. That's nursery 2.
Okay.
Yes.
Then reception class leads to primary school.
Year 1, yes.
Oh, that's interesting. I actually find that really exciting because many schools these days do, your child gets into school, say, at 2 years old. The child is in playgroup. That's from crèche.
Yes.
And then from playgroup, there's nursery 1.
Yes, nursery 1.
Then there's nursery 2.
Yes.
And they will now have pre-primary.
Yes, some schools do that. Actually.
It's yearly, not like you are using, you're using the child's capability and the child's age. They do it yearly, no matter how advanced the child is or not. And so I wonder, do you think that's wise? Because sometimes I feel it kind of even causes regression in children that are way more advanced.
Yeah.
In your case, you're using the child's capability to decide. But these schools have it fixed and set. What's your take on that?
So that's what the early years is all about. So it's, academics is not everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a whole bigger picture out, out there. So the future demands other things like the child's emotional well-being, the child's social skills, how the child feels about himself, how the problem-solving, critical thinking, and all of that. So that's why we do things like that at Beehive School. So once the child leaves the crèche and is able to
motor skills.
Yes,
fully
exactly.
formed.
So
Yeah.
we look at those things. We move the child to a toddler community where the child is working on those things, the gross motor, the fine motor, social skills, the emotional well-being. Because you find out that from the crèche to that age, they're still clingy, still teary, they're still keeping to themselves. We're not seeing their full potential. So we work on those things at that age. Then when they move to the playgroup, they're a bit more matured. You know, that they move to the preschool like that and onward like that.
Thank you so much, Irene and One. You've shed light on certain things, and I appreciate the fact that you were really honest about your opinion on certain things, because the school system, especially now, is confusing to many parents. So thank you so much indeed for your time, Irene. Thank you indeed.
Thank you too.
All right, at this point, we're heading straight to the kitchen because breakfast has been served.
God bless you for the work you do. It's not for the faint-hearted. Looking after little children is not easy at all, especially with large numbers. Wow. Well done. Well done. Chef YSK, everybody!
Yo, YSK!
Yeah! Feels like it's a rap, the beginning of a rap song.
Yes.
YSK.
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 Okay.
YSK.
Please do again. Breakfast is
YSK. All right. Please have a taste. This is a special spicy YSK yam and scrambled egg. Please have a taste.
Sorry,
Wow.
sorry. I lost myself for a bit.
All right. Let's see. So what do you think?
The flavor, huh?
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, ma.
So there's Titus fish in there, there's sausage in there, a lot of vegetables and spices that Chef YSK put together really nicely. Thank you so much for showing us. If you missed any of it, you can always go onto YouTube. You'll be seeing that there later on. But there's still more, right, Mary?
Yes, music.
Yeah.
To let the food digest properly.
Yes, so.
Yes, the rap minister is still here.
Yes.
And he's going to give us some bars to
All
close out the show.
right.
Are you guys ready for this one?
Let's hand it over to the rap minister.
Rap minister, let's
we'll
get it.
hand it over by saying YSK.
YSK. Go on.
It's all yours.
Yusuf, rap minister, Lumsey, Ajay, Shilako. Kò easy láti dolówó, ó máa iṣẹ́ kó tó méjì ẹ̀ ní. Kò easy láti dọ́lọ́lá sẹ́, wọ́n á rí gan kó tó méjì ẹ̀. Wá gbàdúrà sólúwa rẹ̀, ó máa iṣẹ́ kó tó méjì ẹ̀. Àdúrà mi sólúwa ní pé yìí, ó máa lówó lọ́wọ́ àmì o. Mọ́lé àmì o, àmọ́ bí mọ́lẹ́mọ́ àmì o. Kàdẹ̀gbélé ayé ṣe rere àmì o, àmì o, àmì o. Lówó lọ́wọ́ àmì o. Mọ́lé àmì o, àmọ́ bí mọ́lẹ́mọ́ àmì o. Kàdẹ̀gbélé ayé ṣe rere àmì o. Gotta walk and pray, ẹni ṣiṣẹ́ lówó lọ́wọ́. Lóra lè been chilling on my grind, always on my lane. Be famous everywhere that they call my name. graphy low. No do graphy lola. Oh yeah, walk in the morning, go late, chill at night. Sleep at night, go late, feel alright. Be proud of your hustle, cause future is bright. You know bad low, while it turn on the light. Oh, má lọ sùn lé o. Àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́, ìwọ sùn lé o. Jọ̀ọ́, ó ti rù lé o. Ó rẹ̀ sẹ́gbẹ́ kan mọ́ lówó ti dé o. Easy láti dolówó. Ó máa iṣẹ́ kó tó ń méjì ẹ̀ ní. Kò easy láti dọ́lọ́lá sẹ́. Wọ́n á rí gan kó tó ń méjì ẹ̀. Wá gbàdúrà sólúwa rẹ̀. Ó máa iṣẹ́ kó tó ń méjì ẹ̀. Àdúrà mi sólúwa ní pé yìí. Ó máa lówó lọ́wọ́ àmì o. Mọ́lé àmì o. A máa bímọ lẹ́mọ àmì o. Kàdẹ̀gbélé ayé ṣe rere àmì o. Àmì o. Lówó lọ́wọ́ àmì o. Mọ́lé àmì o. A máa bímọ lẹ́mọ àmì o. Kàdẹ̀gbélé ayé ṣe rere àmì o.
Bá jí lówùúrọ̀ mo máa ń gbàdúrà kówó láwọlé jaburata kí n jẹ máa cruise nínú Benzema. They say Kudi is the root of all evil. I hear you, but I need to get am double. Funds wọlé kí n máa bùjẹ́ bùdàlù kí n kàn máa fowó nùdì. Money nínú hasa kí n máa be happy. What is my problem in life na money? Apart from money, na still money. Ego is the reason why I'm still hustling. Ọba wíbẹ̀ jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ lèmi bá dúró. Ọlámídé Sowore dá mi dúró. My blessing kó máa rẹ̀ pẹ́tẹ́tẹ́. Kí jẹ máa rẹ́rìn kẹ́kẹ́kẹ́kẹ́. Àmì o.
Easy láti dolówó. Ó máa iṣẹ́ kó tó ń méjì ẹ̀ ní. Kò easy láti dọ́lọ́lá sẹ́. Wọ́n á rí gan kó tó ń méjì ẹ̀. Wá gbàdúrà sólúwa rẹ̀. Ó máa iṣẹ́ kó tó ń méjì ẹ̀. Àdúrà mi sólúwa ní pé yìí. Ó máa lówó lọ́wọ́ àmì o. Mọ́lé àmì o. A máa bímọ lẹ́mọ àmì o. Kàdẹ̀gbélé ayé ṣe rere àmì o. Lówó lọ́wọ́ àmì o.